show where kids say what adults are thinking but too afraid to say.
This episode is going to be very special.
Today we are celebrating Haitian heritage.
And we're going to learn a lot about Haiti.
But first we have to check the energy in the room. On a scale from 1 to 10, what is your energy today?
Woo!
Hey, 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 woo! Let's go! Everybody move to the beat right now. Step to the left, step to the right, clap your hands, jump up high, spin around, touch the ground, laugh it out, shout it loud. LOL lounge, move your feet, bounce, bounce, bounce to the beat. LOL lounge, hands up high, dance like nobody's watching tonight. Stomp, stomp, stomp and clap, 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 turn around and do a quick snap. One more jump, big high five. LOLs, let your voice shine.
So today we're going to be traveling without leaving the LOL Lounge.
Everyone, please welcome Kiki.
Whoa!
Hi, Kiki.
Hey, Kiki.
Hey, Kiki.
Hey, like your outfit.
I like
Yeah.
your...
You look like
Oh,
a praise
yeah.
dancer, not gonna lie. Like,
that's what I said.
yeah. Okay.
You guys,
Let's-
what time is it?
Fashion show.
Okay, who wants to go first?
You can go first.
Don't want to touch your green dress. Okay.
Okay, I'll go. The president, thank you very much. The creator
Of Haiti.
Kiki, say the name of your
I'm talking to
Okay, go.
Guys, I forgot to say something.
We forgot our dance.
No, I forgot. The little sister and the princess.
This episode is going to be powerful.
This part is really something special.
Let's take it to the stage.
There was a time where people were told to not be free.
There was a time when people wasn't treated as equal.
There was a time where their voices were ignored.
But in one place, something changed.
In Haiti, the people decided
No more! They fought for their freedom.
They stood together.
they refused to give up.
In 1804,
Haiti became,
The first black nation to gain independence.
and at the moment, a woman named Catherine Sloan helped that vision come to life.
I stitched this together so our people will never divide again. Take it.
she took the old flag,
Remove what divided them.
And stitch together something new.
not just a flag.
A promise.
That they will stand as one.
In Haiti, we say, "L'union fait la force."
And when we stand together,
We are unstoppable.
Today we have a very special guest in the lounge.
He is a talented individual.
everyone please welcome Josiah Malik.
Hi, Josiah.
Welcome to the LOL Lounge.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Makoto wanu.
What do you like about being Haitian?
I think my favorite parts of it being Haitian is like the community, like seeing other Haitian people, especially when it's like a group. It's a lot more fun because it's like fitting in without trying, kind of. Like just the same experiences that you have, you just make friends way easier.
So,
What's your favorite hobby?
I think my favorite hobby is playing piano because I've been doing it like since forever basically, and I just become good at it now. so I just like it.
So, what is your favorite food?
I think my favorite Haitian food is tasso turkey with pickles because, I don't know, I just like the flavor a lot. And the pickles just adds flavor to it with the spiciness.
Megan, what is your favorite food?
What is your favorite Haitian food?
Yeah.
Legume, adi, asposwa.
What about you, Kiki?
I like banana apple sauce.
Sweet or normal?
Like any kind.
Okay. What about you, Serena? I forgot the name.
What about you, Symphony?
I like legume, sweet bun specifically, Haitian macaroni. Oh, I remember now. He said it. Yeah, Haitian macaroni.
Serena, what was yours?
Legume.
Yeah,
I also
legume.
like pate.
Oh, pate is
Legume
really good. Yeah,
and pape.
they're good.
So, what is your least favorite Haitian food?
My least favorite Haitian food is sweet plantain by far. I despise sweet plantain. Like if you no. Like there's no defense. It's just, I just can't eat it.
They're so good, okay? I love sweet. I don't eat them a lot, but so what's your favorite Haitian drink? Because you know there's all types. There's Haitian drinks? Yeah. Oh.
I don't know if I can classify this as a Haitian drink, but a lot of Haitians drink it. Probably like Jupina or watermelon soda, I guess.
Oh, I love watermelon soda. And there's this one soda. It's like orange.
Oh yeah.
Orange.
The champagne soda?
Yes,
Yeah.
that.
I like the Haitian lemonade.
Oh yeah. I never tried those.
What?
You haven't tried Haitian lemonade?
You haven't tried Haitian lemonade?
No, I wasn't born in Haiti. I was born in the U.S.
I like your shirt.
Yeah, it's like it's like Haiti by like.
Your shirt says 1804. Can you tell us a little background about it?
Yeah, so basically 1804 is when Haiti got independence from France. Haiti was in a really big situation with France because they took a lot of people from Africa, around the Senegal, West Africa area, and they brought them to the island of Hispaniola, and they got them as slaves. And during 1804, that's when they actually got their full independence from France after fighting for a really long time. So 1804 is kind of like a war.
Was there somebody who lived there before Haitian people?
Well, not really. Not that I know of. Technically, there was two people on the same island. There was the Spanish tribe that is now the Dominican Republic, and then there was the French tribe that's Haiti.
You said the French gave Haiti independence.
No, the Haiti actually had to fight for the independence from the French because the richest coffee and sugar tribes are all in Haiti. So not only was Haiti rich in coffee and sugar, it was also the French's best colony out of all of them.
So where is a place you want to move?
I want to move. There's a lot of places I want to move out of country. Probably France. It may sound weird, but like most people in France didn't actually want the war. It was more of like a leader thing. But there maybe some random country, or maybe even Haiti, just to settle down.
Would you ever want to go to Haiti Beach?
Yes, La Haiti specifically. I've been there only once, but Haiti was really fun. Like going to Haiti, it's like so weird because you hear about it all the time, like from your grandparents. Well, I lived in Haiti. It was amazing, and this and that, and then the media tries to tell you something else, like a different narrative. So it's kind of different, like being there yourself.
I also been to Haiti, and the same area too.
Oh.
But it was from a cruise, so.
I also took a cruise there.
I didn't go to like the water, the pool, the ocean.
Yeah, we didn't have time to,
Yeah.
but yeah. What is a language you want to speak?
Fluently, I guess Creole. Even though like I understand Creole, I don't really speak it that often. Like if somebody talks to me, I can have a conversation with them like casually, but it's not gonna be like I know a random word in the dictionary. So I'd rather get like really fluent at Creole.
Yeah, what about you guys? What is a language I want to speak?
I already know Spanish. I already know Creole.
Let me think about it. What do you guys want?
I would like to speak Chinese, Korean.
Mandarin?
I think, yeah. No. I like to speak Korean. I think that's what it's called.
Like all the Asian countries?
Korean is
Well, not
not
all the Asian countries, just only Korean and Chinese. And
countries.
Creole fluently.
What about you, Kiki?
I want to speak like French.
That's what I was gonna say. I would want to speak Creole fluently because that's my first language. I mean, not my first language. That's my culture. But what I would want to learn is Spanish because I feel like it would be just so cool and they speak so fast.
I got Spanish already.
Like, como estás? Like,
You said that a bit slow.
Well,
They speak fast.
I'm Spanish.
Oh, Creole speak fast.
Yeah,
My
Creole
grandma-
does speak fast though.
My grandma and my mom, they be in the kitchen, they just be talking.
Doing it.
I'm like, what they're saying. And
No,
I'm
for real.
asking my sister, can you
And
even translate that?
Those songs in Creole be like 2 times the speed.
You're like, you don't
No, no,
know
no.
what they're saying.
I don't know. Most of the time when I hear a Creole song, it's like slow. It's like, I don't know.
I see a lot of Creole songs. They're usually slow for me. What does being Haitian mean to you? I think it means a lot because we come from a far place. We built a lot. And yeah, I think it's really cool how we all have our own foods. We have, even though French is basically like Creole, it's our own language. And yeah.
How does it feel to be Haitian? It feels great because you have your own language and stuff. And like some people don't even understand. They're like, what are you speaking? It's like Creole, but they don't understand it because they don't speak it, or they're not born in Haiti to like speak it as their first language.
I think that it's really special because, like, look at us right now. We're just like our culture right now. It's like really special, like the food, like everything. It's like you know how like we were born here. I don't know where you guys were born, but it's like Haiti is like special to us, like this like planet. So, what do you think?
One thing is like being engulfed in the culture because it's kind of interesting. Like some countries who were taken over by other countries, their influence is so strong they don't even have their own language. Their culture is just similar to the one who like took over them. But Haiti actually got its own language. That even though it's similar to French, it got its own language. It got its own culture, its own music. Like it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and like they actually fought for their independence.
yeah.
My question is, like, when you're in school and you're mad, do you ever speak like Creole?
No. I bet you do. I know you do. Cause the other day you just screamed to me Creole going,
Like sometimes like if like a boy is bothering me, I'd be like, "Kita mawapom." He'd be like, "What?" I'm like he doesn't understand what I'm
Like
saying.
every time like they make me like really mad, I just like say like words like why are they so bothering you like in Creole like stuff like
There's
that.
this
So I just,
one-
like, call them out.
I know you would,
one
Kiki. I know
Haitian
for
boy
sure.
in
My class that's so annoying, and he speaks Creole in the wrong way. Oh,
What do you mean by that?
like he uses it bad. Oh,
Ah.
like how does he say it? In a bad way. Like pretend he's talking. Pretend you're him. Say.
No.
I can't say that. I can't say anything he says in Creole. Why not?
Did he like say like
'Cause it's-
mascot or something?
So my friend, we speak Creole together sometimes. Like she says something and I try to say something back. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't.
What makes your family feel connected to their tradition?
How I feel connected is like we go to my grandma's house and we eat Haitian food and we just like like. But basically a Haitian party, but not a party. Or my grandma, like every New Year's, she would cook homemade seafood. Seafood, yes, seafood.
But like you get like they make like what is it called? Pickles, the banan, like John and stuff like that.
Well, what my family does to show their traditions and stuff, on New Year's we eat soup jamu, which like celebrates
I think our
New
Haitian do
Year's.
that.
Well,
I
not
think
some Haitians don't even like soup jamu.
Oh yeah, true. But
Have you ever
I
ate tum tum?
Yes.
Does it taste good?
Yes.
I never had tum tum before.
Okay. I think what our family does is, also eat soup sumo, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Since most of us aren't like normally eating soup sumo, even if we don't like it sometimes, we still eat it and like.
Can you give us like more details about soup jumu?
Yeah, so basically soup sumo is a pumpkin soup, and it used to be a delicacy that only the French slave masters could actually eat. The slaves would not be able to eat this at all. So as soon as the wars ended, a lot of the slaves ended up actually eating soup jumu as a showing of their independence, and then they started eating on New Year's because they weren't able to eat this while they were under the rule of the French. And then it became like a symbol of the unity because everybody would eat it together.
How can kids stay connected to their culture?
They could stay connected with their culture by like going to church, celebrating New Year's, Haitian Flag Day, which is May 18th.
So what do you think? What do you think, Serena?
I agree on what Megan said. Like, that's exactly what I was gonna say. And yeah, and like, go to church. Have faith in God. Yeah, basically what Megan said. So.
What about you, Josiah?
I think being close to your culture in just general, I think just researching, staying in touch, because like if you don't know anything about culture, it's a lot harder to be in your culture, right? Like if you don't really know anything about it, you can still be in your culture, but it's not the same as if you know the ins and outs. So I think researching your culture, knowing about your culture, what it's actually about, is a better way to get closer.
I think a way to stay connected is like like learning about your culture if you don't really know about it, searching up stuff, Googling stuff, and probably if you don't speak the language, try your hardest to learn it.
What are some ways that you can show your pride about being Haitian?
Maybe maybe try to go to the island or the place like where culture dresses, where probably have a flag of it.
I think like showing pride for your culture could just be as simple as support. Like you see a Haitian restaurant, you're hungry, you could go there instead of going to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, and you could help them out. And you could be eating more. If you want to eat Haitian food, you want to subscribe to the Haitian YouTube channel, teaching Creole, like all that.
Today we're going to teach you guys a Creole word. My Creole word is force, which means strength.
My Creole word is liberté, which means freedom.
My Creole word is unité, which means unity.
My Creole word of the day is drapeau, which means flag.
My Creole word is égalité, which means equality.
Now it's time to help some adults with their problems.
Welcome to Kid Hotmail.
Hotmail, what's in the mail?
The LOL Lounge question of the day is, hi LOL Lounge, I'm trying to teach my child my native language because it's an important part of our culture, but they refuse to learn it. They say it's too hard or not cool, and they don't want to practice at all. This is really important to me, and I don't want them to lose that part of who they are. Kids, how can I make learning my language fun for them, and should I push them to learn it or give them space?
You don't have to push them. You can make Duolingo push them. Because Duolingo, it like teaches the language, but you can also have fun.
Yeah, Duolingo has all the
teaches-
languages.
It teaches you like words like breakfast, manger, matin, and all those type of things.
Yeah, but when you get more fluent with it, it makes you go to a higher level.
What's the point of not learning like your culture? Like it shows your identity, pride.
I think the only way to really fix it, because even Duolingo, if they still have the problem thinking it's not cool, they're just gonna burn out and then be like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I think just being like teaching them that it actually is cool, and maybe they just haven't found a community of their culture yet.
Tell them about their history.
You probably shouldn't push them, but tell them like all the history, like Megan said, like tell them all the history of that culture, and they'll probably get more interested and actually want to speak it.
Now you're gonna try some Haitian food.
You guys gotta taste it and you're gonna rate it 1 out of 10.
Yeah, mix it.
Now, what do you guys think about the food?
10 out of 10. It's amazing.
10 out of 10.
You?
7.5 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
9.9 because I don't get perfect tens.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring out the next food. So the reason I'm not eating is because I don't eat beef.
But you tried this before? Never?
Yeah, but like something like different, but no beef.
So
It's fruit.
it tastes a bit spicy.
It smells like Play-Doh. Why?
The sauce is spicy. It's not. I don't know if it's supposed to be spicy.
It is.
It is.
It depends. It's how you want to cook it.
It's like mashed potato.
Why are you eating it by itself? Just eat it with the sauce, bro.
Yeah.
But okay.
What does it taste? Rate it 1 out of 10, guys.
So spicy, but it's so good.
It's good?
Would you rate it?
I don't know. It's so spicy. Wait.
Oh.
I'm saying it's so spicy.
Megan, what you rate it?
10
10 out of 10.
It's really good, but it's so spicy
So
without the spice.
But don't you eat like hot stuff like Takis?
Soggy is not this hot.
But it can be.
That's good.
So what do you rate it? Stephanie,
Oh my god.
Wow.
I can eat spicy, but not that spicy.
It can't be that spicy, guys.
They literally they put straight up chilies in this.
So how does it taste? Like,
It tastes really
Rate it
good.
1 out of 10.
It tastes good. It's just so spicy.
10 out of 10. I don't care how spicy it is.
So rate it like 1 out of 10.
Oh, 10 out of 10. It's
What
just
about you?
10.5.
7 out of 10 because it's super spicy.
Okay. Told them it's spicy because the sauce is supposed to be spicy. So now, guys, you're supposed to eat it with your hands. So stop using your utensils and use your hand. Yes.
I literally mixed it around.
And yes, you're gonna. Yeah, it's okay. You have to dip it with the sauce.
It tastes different with your hands.
It does?
Stephanie, you're supposed to eat it.
That's too much.
I did.
You just
got
go
too
like
much.
this. And then
Not a lot.
Yeah, because I know you eat them before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good though.
It tastes like Play-Doh for some reason.
girl, have you ate Play-Doh before?
Before we go,
We want to leave you with a positive message.
Kids, remember to
Show your culture who you are.
be proud of it.
and show it with the world.
And never forget where you come from.
Haiti pour la vie.
L'union fait la force.